Yo, what's up, Moki here. If you were to start at one side of the map and then run across Storm Point to the other side, it would take you 5 minutes and 30 seconds of non-stop running. On Olympus that would take you 4 minutes and 27 seconds. And King's Canyon is the shortest with 4 minutes and 10 seconds. The most watched Apex Legends video of all time is this Spanish video about the $20,000 challenge for the release of Season 9. There are 111 dots on this wall. The rings in Apex Legends have different sizes depending on the map. On Storm Point the first ring is 1,400 meters across. On Olympus and King's Canyon it's only 1,000. It will take you 15.4 seconds to hit the ground if you dive straight down from the dropship. And the sponsor for this video is Opera GX, the first dedicated gaming web browser. And boy is it packed with features. You know how you can get all cozied up trying to surf the web when bang you get hit with that triple take muzzle flash cause the site doesn't have a dark mode? Well, not with Opera GX, which can force a dark mode on pretty much every site. On top of that come things like GX Corner that will keep you informed about current game releases, news and trailers. A built-in adblock, VPN, Twitch integration, which will notify you when someone goes live, a Discord integration, and a music player you can connect to all common streaming services, which will auto pause and play if you play other media within the browser. And yes, that includes media played via the Discord integration. And Opera GX won't just serve you well while browsing, you can limit the resources it uses. So unlike other browsers, it won't crunch on your RAM like a madman, which might drop your frames while you're playing. Get Opera GX today with my link in the description or pinned comment and use the quick import feature to easily bring over your bookmarks and passwords from Chrome. The maximum velocity you will reach if you dive straight down from the dropship is 158.9. Octane stims at a velocity of 420. The Pantone color of these trees in Olympus is 2292C. To level your Evo armor from white all the way to red, you need to kill between 110 and 134 spiders on Storm Point. Because apparently they give you inconsistent Evo points, between 9 and 11. The same is true for Prowlers. You need to kill between 40 and 48 of them for a red Evo shield, cause they give you between 25 and 30 Evo points. Speaking of 30, there are 30 blue targets in the fire range. Actually, if you count them correctly and include the ones back here and back here, there are 35 blue targets in the fire range. The inspect animation for the car SMG takes 16.43 seconds to complete, which is 0.12 seconds faster than the bow inspect animation, which is 1 second faster than the rampage inspect animation, which is 11 seconds slower than the wingman inspect animation, which is 3.6 seconds faster than the generic weapon inspect animation. 3952 is a lot of velocity. This gravity cannon accelerates you to exactly that value. It took its Timmy over 2 years to get to 10,000 followers on Twitch. 1 year later he already had 130,000 and another year later he had 1.3 million. He currently sits at 1.7 million followers. I own legendary skins for every single legend except Mad Maggie. I have the most for Watson and Octane. If you hit escape on PC, you can get to the settings, which starts with the letter S, the same as subscribe, which you can do if you don't want to miss future videos. Respawn Entertainment, the developer of Apex Legends, was founded on April 6, 2010 by Jason West and Win Sampella, and is currently looking to hire 103 additional employees between Apex Legends, its Star Wars projects and new IPs, including an unannounced first-person shooter and single-player project. There are 48 steps on this stair section in Olympus. Seer backwards is Rees, or in German Rees, which is the oldest town in the Lower Rhine area and was founded in 1228. This is its sculpture park. I wanted to count the number of leaves on this tree, but then I didn't. The wingman is based on the Dirac equation, named after Paul Adrian Maurice Dirac. It states that a skill cannon can only function properly after you missed at least 80% of your shots in the previous magazine. The results of which we can clearly see in this gunfight, where I easily wiped the squad after first missing like a complete noob. Actually, I made this completely up and have no idea what the Dirac equation is actually about, but you were totally on board for it. And that's the point. This Rampage LMG and this battery have one thing in common. Neither of them are thermite grenades. If you rearrange the letters of Mad Maggie, you get Mediac Am, which in Burmese means absolutely nothing. The third legend that was released into Apex Legends after launch was Crypto. There are 11 letters in the map name King's Canyon. but only 10 in Stormpoint and World's Edge. The shortest is Olympus with 7 letters, which is also the name of a Japanese manufacturer of optical products which sold its camera department to GIP at the end of 2020. Carrots. In the Apex Legends release trailer that was published on February 4th, 2019, the 20th word spoken is fortune.
Fight for fortune.
It appears 12 seconds into the 2-minute and 19-second runtime. The Bocek bow was named after the lead weapon designer David Bocek, and the Kraber was named after the senior audio director Eric Kraber. It takes the flyers 24 seconds to complete a circle. The file type most of Apex Legends game files are stored in is PUC, RPUC or StarPUC. The phase runner on Olympus doesn't actually work. When you take it, you get teleported to another phase runner under the map and travel along that one before getting teleported back up. If you were to count the number of benches in estates, you would realize that this whole video inherently makes no sense. No additional value will be added to the world by its existence. Each day will continue to have 24 hours, and after the sun grows to swallow the earth in 7.5 billion years, it won't matter whether I have created this video or anyone will have watched it. And it's 68. There are 68 benches in estates. The longest continuous Watson fence you can build is 220 meters long. Including the care package, there are currently 29 weapons in Apex. This rock is at a position of 22059 west, 15487 north and 6213 vertical. The map origin, where each of the position coordinates is 0, in Stormpoint is here, and a bit further downward. Every teammate has 8 seconds to select their legend, meaning you will spend at least 16 seconds in the legend select screen in duos, and 24 in trios. The map origin, where each of the position coordinates is 0 in Olympus, is here, and a good chunk further upward. On May 7, 2020, the Apex Legends Twitter account shared a letter from Loba's mom to her unborn daughter. In there are some life lessons. For example, that when using an eyeliner pencil, you should heat up the tip with a lighter for a moment, which will make it go on smoother and darker. The car SMG was teased in the developer diary video that was published on launch day. We got the car in-game 11 seasons or nearly 3 years later. That should give you an idea about how long content can be in development before it's released. Apex Legends was watched for 64.6 million hours on Twitch last month. Lifeline's health drone Dog is being manufactured by Shadrex, an Angelia-based drone manufacturer that is owned by Lifeline's family. Angelia is a planet in the frontier and home of Angel City, a fan-favorite map from Titanfall 1 and 2. It's also the home planet of Valkyrie. Valkyrie was the 17th legend added into Apex Legends. In the lobby for Season 12, you can see that it says no step on the ground, which the legends obviously ignore by stepping on it anyways. The skyhook in Olympus is not actually a skyhook. A skyhook would help propel spacecraft into space that have already lifted off the surface. The skyhook in Skyhook is actually a space elevator. And what's even worse, even that doesn't go up into space. It just ends, connected to nothing. Literally unplayable. If you pick up the Rampage and inspect it, the thermite chamber will be empty. But after you have charged it up, there will be a thermite in there. And if you charge it up a second time, the first thermite will be ejected during the animation. A lot of legend abilities will glow in the dark. Among those is Gibby's Bubble, Mirage Decoys and Loba's Bracelet. But other ones won't glow, like Watson Fences or Crypto's Drone. Pathfinder weighs 425 kilograms. That's half a ton. Meaning after a typical slingshot, he would hit the ground with about 24 tons of force. That's a fully loaded garbage truck. Crypto's drone flies around at about 51 km per hour, or 31 miles per hour. In Stormpoint, in Stormcatcher, you will find this symbol on the wall. These characters translate to the name of the grandmother of one of the developers, who passed away in May last year and was immortalized in Apex like this. If you don't have a shield as fuse, you can knock yourself with your own knuckle clusters if you shoot them at your feet. The angle of this slope is roughly 32 degrees, and the angle of this slope is roughly 10 degrees. Caustic's mother, Katarina Tikacek Knox, is also the foster mother of Crypto, and calls herself a fan of Mirage, despite Crypto holding a grudge against him. Gibraltar's aunt is named Leki, his nephew Samari, and his grandfather is called Aleki. Between all legend names, the letter A is the most used with 18 uses, then R and E with 13, O, I and T with 10, N with 9, L with 7, H, G and S with 5, B, D, C and M with 4, U, F and P with 3, W, Y and V with 2, and Z and K 1 time. The only letters that aren't used in any legend name are J, Q and X. Heirlooms get released only very roughly based on the legend release order. According to former game director Chad Grenier, the order is largely based on which heirloom idea generates the most momentum and excitement among the team of designers, writers and animators. Lifeline lost her shield while reviving on May 4th, 2021. In the same patch, her healing drone was buffed from 5 healing to 8 healing per second, and she and Wraith lost low profile. Speaking of Wraith, she lost her Naruto run animation on October 6th, 2020. Till May 4th, 2021, Loba was not able to run and slide at full speed while throwing her bracelet. She also got slowed after teleporting till then. Mirage got his current version of Tactical and Ultimate on May 12, 2020. Before that, he could not take control of his decoy, and his ultimate simply created a circle of decoys and turned him invisible for a brief time. Those two elements were highly counterproductive, since the decoy ring simply alerted enemies to the fact that an invisible Mirage had to be running around close by. The maximum number of rampart walls you can have out at the same time is 5, and if you put them next to each other, they will cover a distance of 15 meters. If you just hold down the trigger, Sheila will fire for 9 seconds and deal 2422 damage in the process. You can stand on these targets so you can see the backside of them and shoot them to get yeeted. The Pantone color of the desert floor in the fire range is 468C. There is a Peacekeeper skin with binary code on it. Translated, it means Kill Pathfinder. Rampart actually manufactured a bunch of skins for Apex. Among those are the reactive weapon skins for Season 4, 5 and 6. You can also find her logo on this Pathfinder skin. How much can a legend carry? I think Fuse carries the heaviest ability with his ultimate. An M252 mortar weighs 42.3 kilograms, so let's assume 40 kilograms for Fuse's motherload. The heaviest weapon is likely the Kraber, and you can carry 2 of them. A Barrett M82A1 weighs 14 kilograms, so 28 kilograms for weapons. I assume the heaviest item you can carry is 2 batteries, each weighing 3 kilograms, meaning a fully loaded purple backpack weighs 96 kilograms. Fuse can carry up to 156 kilograms or 343 pounds and still warbounce with it. What's your excuse? This balloon in King's Canyon is crooked as hell. This Mirage finisher is a reference to a scene in the 1982 Batman movie where the Joker kills a mafia boss. The Pantone color for the gravity cannons is 175C. It takes 16 seconds to ride across this zipline. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you learned nothing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!